Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be covering a topic that I constantly get asked about and I have for months now, and I have addressed it previously in a few live streams, but as I know not all of you can make it to my live streams, which is totally fine. So I kind of didn't want to make a video about this until we were a little bit closer, but because I get this question so much, I thought let's actually talk about it and talk about my thoughts and feelings about American Girl and their Girl of the Year line. So as we know, Girl of the Year is typically from when I was a child. They came out with Lindsay, and then the Girl of the Year, initially it was supposed to be just from January to December, with give or take a few days for release parties and things like that. So it was Girl of the Year, okay? She was announced and released, and she had a collection and all of that in the year she was supposed to be representing. So as time went on, I did not collect for a solid decade and things changed a little bit, but it was more in recent, like the late 2010s of where they would keep the Girl of the Year around as long as they had her and her collection in stock. So I noticed it when I got back into collecting. My first adult purchase was Blair, and I purchased her sporadically on Christmas Eve morning of 2019 because I was like, oh my God, she only has like a few days left because she's going to be retiring on the 31st, because I still wasn't fully aware of what had changed. And so I impulsively bought her. And then January came around and Blair was still available on the website. And I was like, oh, okay, this is new. So then as I really did my research and got back into collecting, I found out that they kept the girls around for as long, like I said, as long as they had their products and things. Okay, fine. I get it. You probably made too much and they didn't sell as well as you hoped or whatever. And then they'd show up at the benefit sale, which is fine because that is for like overstock and things like that. So I get that. But it was kind of weird to me, but I'm like, okay, it's fine. Some people can't afford to buy it within the 365-day period that they're representing. So, okay, fine. Now, what they did last year in 2023 was a bit different. So basically, they kind of announced and released Girl of the Year 2024 in October of 2023. So Kavi Sharma was the Girl of the Year for 2023, okay? She had 10 months, not even 10 months, all to herself until they released Lila Monetti, Girl of the Year 2024. They didn't even announce her and then say she'll be available in January. No, my friends. They announced and then released in 2023 when Covey still had 2 months left. So I bought her because I thought she was cute, and I went ahead and I did a review of her, and I put her back on my shelf. I did dress her for Christmas because I didn't want to neglect any of them, of course, but I didn't really start appreciating her or mentioning her a lot until Covey's year was up and it was Lila's time to shine on January 1st, 2024, which is her year. So with all of that being said, you are probably like, what's going on the screen here? If you are unaware, this is the logo for Girl of the Year 2025. And it is very pastel looking. A paw print is associated with her, and her name is rumored to be Summer McKinney, I believe. Again, rumored speculation, which is why I don't typically address these videos. But again, like with the amount of questions I got, I was like, okay, let's talk about it. So that's kind of the brief summary. And I was very, very vocal about this in Lila Monetti's opening video, where I talked about I bought her because I thought she was absolutely adorable, and she really is. She's so cute. In my collection, her name is Mary Lou, but we call her Lulu, and she's adorable. She's super cute. Does not look as similar to Leah Clark as people were saying. She doesn't really look similar to 118 or anything. She is just her own little person, and I absolutely adore her. Her meat shoes and her tank top are just so cute. Also, I do have her horse. My best friend gave it to me as a gift, and I have her horse. So she's just adorable, and I really did love her, but I did not start to really appreciate her until it was the end of Covey's year, because Covey in my collection, her name is Socorro. So Socorro's year, when I first got that doll, I took her so many places with me. She became an instant favorite and an instant comfort doll for me. I don't know why. I don't know what it was, but I absolutely adore her. I did do theater as a kid. Acting was always something I was very passionate about, but for some reason, this doll really clicked with me, and I just absolutely loved her. So even if it was a girl of the year that I didn't particularly care for, say like Luciana, I would still be defending her and saying they need to have their full 12-month 365-day reign before other dolls come in and take over. Now, normal people might be like, this is ridiculous, they're just dolls. I know that, but I don't like change. And so for me, it seems a little weird. And I've said this a lot in the past. It's girl of the year, not girl of the years as in plural. So like, why are they doing this? Okay. I mean, Corinne had her full year run, and then Covey literally got shorted. And like I said, I would say this again with any other girl of the year doll, even if it was one I didn't like. It's kind of, it's unfair. Even though they're just dolls, it's just unfair. And you guys wanted my opinion, so I'm giving it to you. As for this rumored Girl of the Year 2025, like I said, there's been rumors that she will be out in late summer, early fall. That's all I really know. I haven't really looked too much into this because, like I said, this is Lila's year. This is Lila's time to shine, and I don't want to give, quotes, summer, end quotes, the, attention yet because it's not time. Will I buy her? I am not someone who wants to officially complete the Girl of the Year collection, so I'm just not going to buy dolls to have the complete line. The only reason my historical collection is complete is because I love every single historical American Girl has come out with. Yes, I do also mean Ruthie. She is my least favorite, but it's fine. We still have her. But if I don't like the Girl of the Year, I'm not going to buy them. And you're probably like, oh, so this is why you don't have Luciana. Yes. I've seen Luciana in person. She is not my favorite doll. And I know, extremely unpopular opinion, so don't come for me. It's okay if we all have different opinions. Everything will be okay. The world will not end because of this. I don't really like her. So if she was the last doll I needed and I found her for a good price, I might get her, but I'm not that much of a completionist when it comes to Girl of the Year. So with this Girl of the Year 2025, when she is released, if she is cute, I will most likely buy her on release day because it is so fun when you can go to the store or buy the doll online on release day. I understand that some people can't. I definitely can't do it for every release, but if I have some money set aside and I can do it the second that doll drops and I think she's absolutely adorable, I most definitely will. So if this doll is cute and I like her collection, I like her vibe, I will go ahead and purchase her on release day. I will make a review video about her and I will tell you all my thoughts then, and I will put her on my shelf and then wait the next couple months. Probably since she's coming out at the same time as Lila, she'll probably get dressed for Christmas because I won't ignore her, but I will not give her my full attention until Lila's year is up on New Year's Eve of 2024, if that makes sense. So a lot of people have been asking, have you seen the logo? What are your thoughts? These are all of my thoughts. I am not a fan of the whole releasing early. Now, the marketing strategy for this is so that they can release the dolls before Christmas and then everybody can buy the new doll before Christmas. So another thing is, again, people who were waiting to get Covey for Christmas now probably were like, well, wait, now I have two options. And then we also had the Hoffman twins. And did we have New Truly Me's last year? No, I don't think so. We had the Hoffman twins release. So if you're somebody who only gets like one doll for Christmas, like I did as a kid, you have 4 dolls to choose from, which honestly, it's not, that big of a deal. But again, even if you're like a kid and you have, like as a child, that is an overwhelming decision. But anyway, I understand why they did it. And then Lila was sold out. I think she still might be. I don't know. I haven't been on their website in a little while. But their strategy definitely worked, but it's just not for me as a traditional collector from the early 2000s when Girl of the Year, I remember the Lindsay Bergman catalog coming to my house. We pulled up at the mailbox and my mom pulled out the American Girl catalog and she gave it to me. And then I do remember Kaylee's coming out in 2000, was Kaylee 2003? Because I know Kaylee and Lindsay had like a 2-year run basically. So I do remember that, even though I was like a very, very small child. I do have I have a ridiculous memory and I remember a bunch of stupid, useless information. So I do remember that. And I don't like the, only giving these dolls 10 months. Now I know you're probably like, well, wait, Lila had October, November, and December, and then she's going to have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Say she comes out in October again. So she would technically get like 13 months. Like, it's just all screwed up and it drives me crazy. And I know this is probably a bunch of useless rambling, but these are my thoughts on this whole Girl of the Year situation. So I'm not really paying any attention to any type of speculation right now. I will most likely start looking at things if things do get leaked. I'm very often, I do look at them because I'm an extremely impatient person. The only time I don't agree with things being leaked is if there are albums being leaked, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother video. So I will probably look at leaks. I don't typically cover American Girl leaks just because I don't really want my video to get taken down by Mattel. I don't want them to come for me. So I don't typically cover American Girl leaks. I will share them on Instagram. If they have been shared on Instagram, I'll just share them to my story and voice my opinions there. So if you're not following me, it's just at Kyla.collects. And you can definitely follow and see all my opinions there when things are leaked or officially released. But there's always leaks happening when we get closer to release day. So I'm not really giving this a whole nother thought until the time comes. As for what I would like her to be, I don't know. There's a paw print here, and we've seen the animal thing. Now, you guys know animals are like my entire heart and soul. I love them so much. We've seen the animal thing done several times. I don't care if they have a collection and have a pet or a couple pets. So I'm wondering, that doesn't bother me, but I'm wondering here, we've seen the animal rescue thing with Kira, who is one of my favorite Girl of the Years of all time. So I don't know, what this could potentially be. Now, if I wanted to go absolutely crazy and insane and really speculate, this is the farthest thing I think they'd ever do. But you see the paw print. If you don't know, I am a legally blind doll collector who has a retired guide dog. They did Joss, who was hearing impaired. So what if they do a doll that is visually impaired and has a guide dog? I could be completely off on this. I think I probably am, because I think they handled the Joss situation really well. I don't know if they're capable of doing something like that with legal blindness as well. I hope they would be, but again, when you try to share anything, like in this case, any type of disability, you must do your research so that it is executed properly. But that is just something I would think would be really cool and unique, again, like Joss, because I love Joss. I love the entire Joss Kendrick thing. It was really amazing, and that was really, really heartwarming to see. So as for hobbies or anything, I genuinely have no idea. I do think it would be cool if American Girl ever came out with a doll that actually collected dolls, and then they brought back the minis as part of her collection. So because I have the original minis, but are they in great shape? No, because I played with them as a child. So I think that would be really cool, but I really don't give Girl of the Year too much thought, and I'm sorry. I love it. It's a good line, but I am 100% a historical lady. So I've talked your ear off. I do apologize. It's probably a long video. I can't actually see how long I've been talking for, but I'll probably look at the timer and be like, oh my God, you're nuts. But let me know what your thoughts are on this whole thing. I know it seems I might have a negative approach, but I'm really I get excited for Girl of the Year. I seriously do, but I would be more excited if it was the same way. And, usually back in my day as a kid, you would save up your Christmas money to get that new doll on the 1st of January. So I don't know. It makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense. But I don't know, maybe I'll get more used to it as time goes on. But anyway, those are my Girl of the Year thoughts. Let me know your own thoughts down below. Since this is an opinion-based video, I need you all to keep in mind that it is okay if we have different opinions. Like I said earlier, everything will be fine. These are just dolls. This is just a nice little discussion video because it's one of my most commonly asked questions. Anyway, if you have not already, give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button to join the fam, and tap that really cool notification bell so you know the exact moment I post a new video. Have a blessed day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye, everybody.